Welcome to another English listening practice. In today's lesson, you will join Sarah as she prepares for a weekend visit to her friend Emma. You'll hear about their plans, their conversations, and their experiences as they enjoy their time together. Sarah opened her eyes to a sunny Saturday morning. She stretched her arms and felt a wave of excitement. Today was the day she would visit her friend Emma, who lived in a charming little town about an hour away. They had planned this trip for weeks, and Sarah couldn't wait to catch up. After a quick breakfast, Sarah grabbed her bag and double-checked her list. "All right, let's see," she muttered to herself. "Clothes, snacks, and, oh, don't forget the gift." She had bought Emma a small handmade ceramic mug that she knew her friend would love. As she stepped out of her apartment and into the crisp morning air, she felt the thrill of adventure. The train station was buzzing with people. She arrived just in time to catch her train. As she settled into her seat, Sarah felt a sense of anticipation swirling in her stomach. A little while later, the train pulled into the station. Emma was waiting at the platform, waving excitedly. "Sarah, you made it!" She rushed over and gave her a warm hug. "I've missed you." "I missed you too," Sarah replied, smiling widely. "Your place looks amazing," she said, glancing at the beautiful home, decorated with flower pots lining the porch. "Thanks. Come on in. I've got a surprise for you," Emma said as she led Sarah inside. The aroma of freshly baked cookies wafted through the air. "I made your favorite, chocolate chip." "Oh, wow, you didn't have to do that?" Sarah exclaimed, practically bouncing with joy. They headed to the kitchen, where the cookies were still warm, gooey, and inviting. As they sat down with their treats, Sarah took a bite, and her eyes widened. "These are incredible. You really outdid yourself." Emma laughed. "I'm glad you like them. So, what's new with you? Tell me everything." For the next hour, they chatted about their lives, sharing stories and laughter. Sarah talked about her new job and how she was adjusting to city life. "It's a bit hectic, but I'm getting used to it. How about you? What's new in your world?" Emma leaned back in her chair and sighed contentedly. "Well, I finally started painting again. It feels so good to get back to it. I've even taken a few commissions." "That's amazing. I'd love to see your work," Sarah said, genuinely impressed. After finishing their cookies, they decided to take a walk around the neighborhood. The sun was shining brightly, and the flowers were blooming everywhere. As they strolled down the tree-lined streets, they came across a small art fair. Colorful stalls displayed local crafts, paintings, and handmade jewelry. "Let's check it out," Emma suggested, her eyes sparkling with excitement. They wandered through the fair, admiring the artist's work. Sarah picked up a delicate bracelet. "This is lovely. It would look great on you," Emma said, smiling. "I think I'll get it. It's a nice souvenir from my visit," Sarah replied. After some exploring, they made their way to a stall selling fresh lemonade. "This will be perfect for a warm day like today," Emma said, handing Sarah a cup. They clinked their glasses together and took a sip, relishing the refreshing taste. As the afternoon wore on, they decided to return to Emma's house. "How about we watch that new series you mentioned?" Sarah suggested as they flopped down on the couch. Emma grabbed the remote, and soon they were engrossed in the show. "Moments like these make me realize how important it is to slow down," Emma said thoughtfully. "Life gets so busy, and it's easy to forget to enjoy it." "I couldn't agree more," Sarah said, nodding. "Spending time with friends is what really matters." After binge-watching a couple of episodes, they decided to cook dinner together. "What do you feel like making?" Emma asked. "How about pasta? We can make a simple tomato sauce and a salad," Sarah suggested. They gathered the ingredients and began preparing the meal, laughing and sharing stories as they cooked. The kitchen was filled with the delicious smells of garlic and herbs. Once dinner was ready, they set the table and sat down. Cheers to a wonderful day, Emma said, raising her glass of sparkling water. Cheers, Sarah replied, feeling grateful for the time spent with her friend. As they ate, they continued talking about their dreams for the future. I want to travel more this year, Sarah admitted. I've been thinking about Italy. That sounds amazing, Emma agreed. Let's plan a trip together. After dinner, they cleaned up the dishes and headed back to the living room. Let's play a game, Emma suggested. They pulled out a board game they used to play all the time in college. Laughter filled the room as they competed fiercely yet playfully. As the night winded down, Sarah felt a warm glow inside. She cherished the memories they created that day. Thanks for such a lovely day, Emma. I really needed this. You're always welcome here. You're like family, Emma said with a warm smile. Later, as Sarah prepared to leave, she felt a bit sad. I wish I didn't have to go. Let's do this again soon. They hugged tightly at the door. Absolutely. Don't wait too long next time, Emma said. I won't. See you soon, Sarah called out as she walked down the path, feeling refreshed and full of love from the visit. Great job listening. Remember, the more you practice, the easier it becomes to understand English in real situations. Try listening again, retelling the story in your own words, or even answering some questions about it. Thanks for practicing today, and see you in the next lesson.